All right, welcome back to part 3 of our series on how to buy a used car that won't drain your wallet and won't stress you out. So I talked to our mechanic, and that 2016 Subaru Crosstrek that we were interested in is still available. I know when we went and looked at it the first time, we were pretty worried that maybe it was already spoken for. So I called there yesterday, and it was kind of funny because he said, "You know what, Steve, I was just thinking about you." And I asked him, like, "Hey, what's the deal with the Crosstrek?" Because if you remember from part 2, we thought maybe it was already sold. And he's such a nice guy. He said, no, I'm giving you first dibs on it. Well, I didn't know that, but I guess I found that out yesterday. So we made an appointment to head over there here this morning and take a look at the Crosstrek and hopefully take it for a test drive here. You can see outside, it's kind of a crummy day to be out test driving vehicles, but when you live up here in the Northeast in the U.S., you don't let the snow slow you down at all. So quick recap, we test drove a 2009 Subaru Forester. That was a bust. You can check that out in part 1. That test drive ended up with smoke rolling out from under the hood, so that was a disaster. We passed on that one. Plus, it was full of mouse nests, not to play. So we passed on that one. And then we test drove the 2013 Subaru Forester, which we really liked, but it ended in the same result. And we got back to the shop, smoke was rolling out from under the hood, and that was another train wreck there. So passed on that. Plus, we were really worried about the oil consumption issues and concerns with that particular model year of Subaru Forester. So we passed on that. And then we came across this Subaru Crosstrek. If you remember from part 2 of this series, there was a problem with the engine that we were concerned with. So the mechanic had a different engine that he swapped. He took care of that. He said this week, the new engine is running great. And he said the only thing that it needed yesterday when I talked to him was he said it needed a rear wheel bearing. So he was going to take care of that yesterday afternoon. So hopefully when we get there, he's got everything all taken care of and ready to go. I think it really says a lot about the dealer that he didn't want to send us on our way with a car with an issue, right, with this rear wheel bearing. So happy that hopefully will be taken care of by the time we get there. So we're going to head into New York and test drive the 2016 Subaru Crosstrek. All right, we're on the test drive here. Test driving the 2016 Subaru Crosstrek in a beautiful blue color that Meredith just adores. So we are, driving through these snowy roads. We're gonna go up to my in-laws' house. I think this has heated seats, which is a nice feature. I can feel it kicking in right now. My tush is getting a little toasty, which is nice. Wipers work, all of the defrost and everything works great. We haven't tested out the sunroof just because it's frozen, so I don't want to break it or anything like that, so we're not going to mess with that. Drives really nice. I got the seat as far back as it'll go. I'm 6'1", and it's a little tight in terms of the leg room here, but it's kind of what you expect, I think, with a smaller compact SUV. For me, I don't think it'd be really comfortable if I was going to drive it from New York to Florida for 2 days straight. I think my knees would probably get a little crampy, but just for regular driving around a couple hours here and there, I think it would be just fine. Visibility is really good, which is something I've really liked with all the Foresters that we've driven around. Just the you sit up kind of high, which is one great thing about these Crosstreks is really good ground clearance, which is really handy when you're driving in the snow, and if you did ever have to take it off road for anything, that extra little bit of ground clearance is great. Getting ready to pull into my in-laws driveway right now, and they get a ton of wind up here, so they usually have all sorts of snow drifts. That extra ground clearance is going to come in handy there, along with the Subaru all-wheel drive, and good tires on this Crosstrek as well, so I'm real happy about that. We're going to take it through a little bit of a drift here, not too bad. Did great in the drift. We're just going to pull up here, park it, pop the hood, and check it out.
And most importantly, there's no smoke rolling out of the hood.
Well, yeah, we haven't opened the hood yet, so let's hope it doesn't. This does have a backup camera. If you want to check that out, you can see it's a little bit dirty right now, and probably has some snow and ice and stuff on it. But yeah, so far so good. We're going to give it a little look-see around. So let's go pop the hood, see what we think. Really clean interior, happy with that. One kind of strange thing, right? Since he did put the new motor in it, it's got 166 on the clock, but we understand that the other motor had like 122 on it. Let's see. Thought I hit the hood release. Yeah. So we got the hood up. Take a look. No smoke rolling out. That's good. It's just the replacement motor that he put in there. Sounds like it's running like a top. No smoke coming out of the hood, which is wonderful. We're happy about that.
A few moments later.
All right, great news. The test drive went well. We're heading back to our house right now. We're gonna buy the 2016 Subaru Crosstrek. Asked him what he was asking for it. We're getting it for $8,000, which to me seems like a very fair deal. We checked Kelley Blue Book for the price on it. KBB says it's between like $8,500 and $10,500, and we came in well below that. So would have been nice to get it maybe a little bit less than that, but I didn't even bother dickering on the price or anything like that, because I think it's a fair price. Nice vehicle. I think it should be a fantastic first car for Meredith. So really happy with how things worked out. Now we live in the state of Pennsylvania, and he's in New York, so now we have to go get our cashier's check from the bank. Monday's a holiday here in the United States, President's Day, so we're gonna have to take care of that on Tuesday, and then the notary, then we'll have to take it on dealer plate down to the notary here one day this week to get all the paperwork taken care of and all of that stuff. But yeah, really excited that we finally found the one, and we pulled the trigger on it. Now we just got to take care of all the paperwork this week. So thank you everyone for joining along on this car shopping journey. I think we can wrap it up now. I hope you took something away from this series on how to buy a used car without draining your wallet or stressing you out. I got to admit, it was a little stressful when the first two cars we drove were smoking when we were done driving them. So I don't think this car is going to stress us out at all. I think it's going to be a good, reliable used vehicle. I don't think it's going to leave her stranded on the side of the road at all because it's in really nice shape. Really happy with our decision to proceed. So until next time, keep building success.